Well, here's some more of the before and after shot. Of course, this is the before. This one here is a used pot. It's a nice pot, but there's a chip in it, in here. And I don't know how it ended up like that, but the container itself is good, so I'm gonna use it, especially now that it's so hard to get any shallow pots like this. So luckily, we'll have a strong front. So this will be our strong front, and these trees may or may not get used, but this will be closer to a traditional grove in the bonsai style versus Boniwa. Okay, so anyway, think of this as your before shot. Okay, trial fit. I think this is the back side. Let's hope so, because this is where the chip is. Might be too... Well, what I wanted to do was create an illusion that you walk through here and out like that. So I'll see if that'll work. So anyway, this is sort of in between look at what I'm doing. So this is our before shot. Like I said, well, before, I had to wait for the moss, and it hasn't rained much, so it's hard to get. But hopefully in another week or two, there's going to be enough rain that we'll have. So this is looking at the backside with that little chip here and chip there, but the pot itself is in okay shape. I usually don't put the trail or water feature in, but I thought I'd give you an idea what I was looking at, so that when you enter here, then you go somewhere mysterious. Anyway, this is before shot, probably another 2 weeks or so, and then I'll get it done, and then I'll say that's the after shot. Okay? Oh yeah, these are all Trident maples. In terms of, in this container, this tree needs to be about 50% taller. But if you get bigger trees, then the root ball is too big, so you can't get them close. So a lot of times we have to use things that are sort of halfway trained in a very small container, and then we have to let it grow. I think in 2 years, this is going to look really great. Well, I'm back now. Well, I had to wait for the rain to come and the moss to turn green. Well, the weather people were off again, so it took 3 weeks. But I was able to get some moss. I'm still waiting to get a large amount, but anyway, you could see that with the moss, I could wrap this up. Well, you could see that there is 5 Trident maples. By fall, a lot of these do not look great. They come out nice and fresh, and then by the time we have the wind, the sun, and everything else, a lot of times they're not looking as good. Also, I think I mentioned in the previous part that to make a good grove, you have to allow 2 to 3 years. Well, to get them to look natural and sort of close, we have to start with smaller materials. When you start with a mature tree, you can't get them close. And if you're not careful and you use the same size tree in the same size container, you really get a funny looking arrangement. So that's one of the things about groves. So this one here, I would think that by end of next year, it'll look good. See the arrangement? So in a grove, make sure that none of the trees are the same height. Well, this kind of area view is a little easier than my drone. I haven't done the drone enough to get comfortable. Well, this one here is lower the table and raise the camera. So you kind of get that drone shot. And then once this thing goes completely around, I'm gonna switch my tripod and go low so we could go eye level. And that's basically what you should do too with your landscape or the forest or just about anything. Make sure that it looks good at all angles. So this is like the overhead shot. Coming around the corner and the front. I'll stop the camera about the time it hits the front again. Here we are where we started from. Okay, now I've got it set so that it's almost eye level. If you gonna go into this forest area, whether it's a live stream or dry stream, you can see that you can't see the other side. It kind of creates that mystery. So instead of walking, we just turn this thing around. Oh, lucky for me, I was shopping around and I found this electric turntable. It's a lot smoother than me spinning things for you. So technically the backside is coming around, but I think it's not a bad scene either. Okay, so we're in that tail end of the year and these foliage should fall off. I wish it would have changed color, but I was afraid the storm coming and it might blow everything off. So anyway, I wrapped it up today. So this is the 5 trident maple trees in a little forest. So anyway, this is Hiro saying goodbye. I'll see you again real soon in another chapter.